They Say What They Can't radio.
Welcome to the Mommy Crew Talks podcast, where we have real talks and deep conversations with real moms. We will be sharing real life experiences and situations. None of us are perfect mommies, but we support each other. For the mommies that would love to connect with other mommies, please follow our private group on Facebook called The Mommy Crew. Welcome to the Mommy Crew Talks podcast, episode 3 we're going to call this Daddy Duties. This episode is a special episode for Father's Day that's coming up. And we have some dope dads with us today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to start over here.
Well, thank you for the compliment. You know, I am a dope father. My name is JP Groucho, CEO of GIN Entertainment. You know, happy to be here.
Good,
Mommy
good.
Crew Talks.
All right. Let's go.
Hello, guys. My name is Andy. Part owner of Family Affair Clothing with my special business partner right over here. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to go.
Right. Daddies, how many children y'all have?
I have two.
2. Okay.
Two boys.
2 boys.
That's with one boy.
We got 1 boy. Anybody trying to have any more children?
I want a daughter.
You want a daughter?
Yes, I do.
I know there's a lot of people on your gram that want you to have their daughter too. What about you, JP?
I wouldn't mind having any more kids, you know, if I could find the right, you know, female.
Y'all hear that? He looking for the right
Yeah.
female. Put your apps
Not really
in.
looking.
But it should come our way, yeah.
So, daddies, here's a number 1 question. You know, you guys have your boys. When they were first born, what did you think your responsibilities were to your child?
Me personally, to my child,
Right, to your child. We'll talk about the other stuff later. But for your child, what did you think your duties were as a father?
to be honest with you, I didn't really think about it, you know, what my duties were going to be. I just knew that I had to be there to love him and provide, you know. I was just thinking love and provide.
Okay, love and providing. What about you, Andy?
Be there better than my pops was. Breaking the stereotype situation.
Nice.
I felt like the love that I didn't have or I didn't get, I feel like I needed to give it to my kids.
Okay.
That's why I fight so much for that situation.
So your fathering is based off of how you were fathered, basically.
Well, I was born in the islands, and you know the parents come over here to give us a better life, so I never spent that much time with my pops. So I made my duty, if I have kids, I'm going to be around
Okay.
where they could reach me so I could be there for them.
Okay.
Right. I think I kind of was, you know, not that my pops has always been there and he's a great father, but yeah, it was kind of like I learned from him what to do and what
Not to do.
So it's like, you know, I wanted to improve upon his style of fathering. You know, that was also in my head too, like, you know.
I feel like that. I feel like our mother like that.
Yeah.
This, you know, she's a great mother. She's a great mother. I had great parents, but there's some things that they did. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that with my child.
Right.
And then, you know, so
And we come from a much different generation. Like he said, my parents are also from the Caribbean, and they came here. They didn't grow up in New York, so they
Right.
don't know nothing about New York or the American lifestyle. So they didn't really know how to show. Whereas us now, we like, yo, what do you?
right.
We right there with them. So it's like, come on, like, you know. So a lot of stuff that I was talking about, a lot of things that they told me to do is like, I can't just walk to school barefoot. You know, it doesn't
Work like that. Right.
Well, you know, so that was the dopeness about it. You know.
Okay. So, what's like a fear that you have with fathering your children? Is there any fears?
I never really put my mind to that situation, but I do
Come
have,
closer, Andy.
I
Come
do
closer.
have friends that have fears about I just think if you do a good job and you love your kids unconditionally, no matter what, you're not gonna have fears about that situation. You won't continue doing your job.
I let me just so I know some fathers or some parents, period, feel like just being there, present in the home, is parenting enough. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's parenting enough? For me, my friends always tell me, "Dang, y'all go way above with your children," because we put them in everything. Oh, you want to sing? You gonna sing? You want to dance? Let's dance. But some people didn't grow up like that. They just figured like, I provide for you. You got a roof over your head. You got something to eat. That's it.
Nah, you definitely gotta talk to your kids and find out what kind of people they are. Like you said, you won't know to take them singing and dancing and stuff unless you talk to them and
Right.
find out their interests. So that's what I feel like. Going back to the first question is like, I'm there to provide your interest and help push you along in life. Whatever that may be, that's your choice. But fear, I don't. There's no fear in my mind about my child, just as long as they're alive. But
Right,
that
right.
that would be the greatest fear, like something that
Happen.
happen to them.
Gotcha. So, we're gonna get to the raunchy questions.
Yeah, no, I want to get into the nitty gritty.
Oh, that's why you said
Yeah,
no.
that's
Like,
quiet.
oh, quiet
Ready.
over there. Wait,
I
let me
wanna
get my
in the
cups out.
nitty-gritty.
Either of you with your child's mothers.
What? What was
Right.
that?
Are either of you with your child's mothers?
No, I could be on air and say no.
Do you have two children? Are they the same by the same person?
No, my kids are 7 years apart, 7 days apart.
You playing that, y'all.
That's
September,
God.
baby.
Right
No, no, that's that December loving. You feel me?
That's Christmas love.
that Christmas and New Year's.
Everybody needs that. Yeah, okay, we get it.
What
So,
about
yeah.
you?
Nah, I'm not with my son's mother.
No, you just want to ask the question: do we dibble and dabble with our kids' mom? That's a no for me.
No, for me, I just wanted to find out because I know a lot of people who, once they separate from their partners, then I know a lot of guys who say it's hard for them to father, like be a parent, because the other parent makes it a little difficult. So,
Oh yeah,
Of
definitely.
course, I mean,
of course.
because now you competing for like
Your child's love kind of thing.
yeah, kind of thing, like or just even who gets to raise the child and how they should be raised, and
True.
it's like who's in charge of this situation, like, and then dealing with females.
Y'all, JP is my cousin, and Andy is my very good friend, my best friend. So I already know their situation. So Andy gonna be real right now.
Oh, yeah.
And say what it was like to deal with his child's mother and raising his boys.
I could speak on it from both sides. I had full custody of my first son until he was like 11. He's 14 right now. Now he live with his mom, so I could speak on both sides of the fence of being a father and trying to be a father. Don't let that go over your guys' head.
No, I
All
get it.
right?
I get it.
Right.
They always compare one another. The fact of, oh, you love one kid more than the other kid because he's always with you. And it's not that at all. I love my kids equally. I don't show no favoritism to my boys. I just love them to be around one another. And I feel like the fact that I didn't have that situation around me when I was growing up, that makes me fight for it more. Sometimes we
It
just
would
want
be
to
a little different though, because with your first son, you raised him.
Yes.
Basically, he was with you. So the relationship is different. Not necessarily the love, but the relationship would be different. How is it co-parenting with your child's mom?
With me, it's a little bit difficult because they're out of the state and they're far out of the state. So they're all the way down south. So it's like that distance. I really don't get to spend as much time as I would love physical time. I always call him, and thanks to technology, you can FaceTime and all that stuff. But that physical time of him being there, I actually got to spend like a good 6 months with him because of the whole COVID and other situations that was happening. And that was the most time I've spent with him since she kicked me out.
We ain't even gonna get into that part.
We gonna get into all his. So when it's time to make decisions about your children, do you leave it in the hands of them because they live with them? Because both of your children live with their moms, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, yes.
So when it comes to like decision making with them, schools they go to, things I don't know, different things that you have to do with
My
them.
my thing is with this is just communications. I feel like within the past few years, I grew a lot with communication. Basically, not thinking about yourself because as I said, I had custody of one of my kids at a point in time. So it's always stepping back and looking into the from the other side and from the other shoes. So me and my kids' mothers, I try to talk to them from that standpoint of, okay, what's going on with the school? What school is he going to? Do you want him to take even the conversation about getting the shot? Me and both of my kids' moms talked about it. You know, how they feel about the situation. How do I feel about it? Do you want to do it? My, I cannot talk about this on this show right now, but you understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, we do have a communication, yeah, about the kids, not about nothing
But
else.
who makes this final decision?
I feel like because my kids are with them, they could make the final decision. I don't have a problem with that because I know they're gonna do it for the wellness of their kids.
Okay. What about you?
Um,
Oh,
That
I could
sounds very
speak
good.
so with we are getting better right now. You know, as my son is getting older at communicating. I think that was the main issue of why we split apart is because we weren't having great communication and she was feeling underappreciated. This is her words, and so she was feeling like she couldn't. She was making all the decisions, but I feel like she wasn't really listening to my input. So
Right.
she was just being like, "Oh, like mother knows best." So she ended up, moving, and then so in the beginning, she was just making decisions just straight on the strength of, oh, I know best. He's with me, and that was a major problem for years until I just gave in. I'm like, I'm gonna just support this situation as much as I can, and now she's starting to understand a little more, and like we had that same COVID conversation. Did she end up giving him or not? I don't know, but because
Okay.
since she's physically there with him, if she wakes up today and be like, you know what,
Let's go get
let's
it.
go. What can I do? What can I say?
Right.
If she wakes up today and like, yo, you know what, I want to cut your hair bald. What can I do? What can I say?
Right. Co-parenting is a big issue.
yeah.
That a lot of people have, especially when they're not with their, significant or the child's mothers. So you guys both said, y'all had a little rough patch. Who broke down first? Who said, you know what? Let's try to get this together. See me, I'm a little stubborn. I'll be like, look, homeboy
You know
with me.
something?
Most of y'all females are stubborn.
Oh, I knew this.
I just said I broke down. I gave
Same
in.
here.
I gave it at the point in time where it was like, you know something, we can't be battling like this. We can't be fighting like this. It's above me and you at this point in time. Our kid is the one right here. We are not together. Yes, we delayed. We made the kid together. I put myself in child support for my kids. I don't have a problem with that money coming out of my account. But my thing is this: you can make decisions, but at least involve me in your decisions. I am doing my part. If you want to send my kid right now, I don't have no problem. But don't. I got to choose my words very wisely because this might be used against me.
Exactly.
So,
In the court of law.
I do love my kids. I just said
He want to be more involved. That's his
yes,
thing.
yes.
Right. You want to be more involved.
Thank you
The
very
decision
much.
making.
Thank you.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Since you mentioned child support, I know a lot of people who feel that if they're fully involved in the child, like really co-parenting, then they don't need to pay child support or need to it doesn't need to go through the court.
All right,
For
so
child support.
that situation with me, as I said, I was the one on the other side where my kid was living with me. So I understand where a parent like might have that money for something and something happened. But I don't want to go ask you. I don't feel like I need to go ask you for money. That's why I put it on myself. So you know something? Every time I get paid, some money coming out straight from my check to go to my kids. Why? Because I know how it is having a kid living with you. Because let's go to the store. You go to the store for one thing, you woke up with a whole set of things. And now it's like, damn, son, where the hell I'm gonna get this money from? You know, like paying the babysitter. Like, yo, I gotta pay you next week because something came up. The other parent don't want to do something. So I feel like I understand. So wait, I don't want to get a phone call from my kid. Yo, nope, don't call me. Nope.
But let's say, okay, yes, you're on child support, but you have visiting with your children. Do you feel that you could still come out the pocket even if you pay child support?
I don't have
Because I know some men are like, oh, I pay child support, so he shouldn't ask me for nothing, or she
My
shouldn't ask
thing
me
is
for
this,
anything.
right? If my kid come and chill with me and we going out and we having fun and he sees something that's like, I'm gonna come up my pocket for that. That smile on that face when they get whatever they want. Yes, my kids' moms use that against me. Like, oh, when they come and see you, they come back. What is the problem with that? I'm taking care of my responsibilities. He's coming with me. Oh, I don't buy him that. Yeah, sometimes I do just to piss you off. Buy the shit so he can come home with a whole set of Legos. So you're gonna be like, what the hell?
Oh, so
But
you
yeah.
do that on purpose?
No,
Okay.
sometimes I'm a little petty sometimes. You can't say no to your kids. They're your flesh and blood. That's the little you.
JP, how you feel about child support?
Well, I'm not on child support, even though she thinks I am.
Wait, wait,
JP, you gotta explain to me.
wait. No, you have to break this down to us.
Shit.
Uh, so
Choose your
my-
words.
right.
Wisely. Wisely.
So how how we broke up, I was supporting pretty much the household, and how we broke up, I was giving her money, but it wasn't for the child, per se. It was for her and the whole household. So see, you gonna get me in trouble.
No, you don't feel like this anymore.
No, I
You
still
just
feel
tell-
like this.
Oh no!
But
Take that back. You do feel like this.
but I don't, when you start to say our business, even though I'm not saying no names, the people that know, I don't want them to be like, yo, this
Yeah,
is
she
what
feel-
y'all is, and this is what.
But that's your business.
That's
That's your
not-
business. So they should
So-
mind their business. No, I'm playing.
But as far as child support, you definitely, as a father, if you're not willing to give, like I willingly give her
Okay. Right.
a amount of money every month, and if she needs more, as long as it's for a valid reason, because the money that I'm giving her is already
A valid.
great. But if you say, oh, he has to take this exam or on this on top of that, of course. But if you're like, oh, we ran out of chicken, let me get some more money. I'm like, no, like you
Right.
should be able to. You got a budget within, because if he was with me, you don't give him no money when he's with me.
Right. Right. Right.
And he's with me for an extended period of time. I still give you the money, and
Oh, you was getting got. Sorry.
My thing is that's not even getting got.
No, but if he's with you and you're
Right.
still
My-
paying child support,
like, where's my
always-
child support?
My son be with me and I'm still paying every week.
I hear you. Go ahead.
But, I mean,
Right.
you're a little different.
It's not being.
It's coming directly
Yeah,
out.
that's
so
that's
it's
why
not,
I have to do it. I feel like don't call me for the crap. Don't call me and tell me, yo, blah blah. You get a consistent month of money every week. Every week. So it's like, don't hit me with the black. Like I need like $400 tomorrow for what?
Right.
What the hell?
And then get an attitude.
And
when
then get an attitude because I don't want to get. Oh well, he got this.
Sound like
No,
he
you're
took it from
supposed to.
experience.
You're supposed to let me know in advance. Like, yo, in 2 weeks, yo, this is coming up. You know something? I got you with that. Don't hit me blindsided in the next. Yo, I need like $200 to go get this. What?
Well, let me just. Sometimes what they're ordered for child support is still not enough. Because if you think about it, like even
It'll
with
never be
Jamelia,
enough.
right? Even with like Jamelia has 4 kids. Now, what they would take for 4 children, it still wouldn't be
For the
enough.
record, I do not get any child support.
Right. But you know,
Zero
they would
dollars and
take
0 cents.
my daughter is crazy expensive. What they would take out of what they would take out of her father's check probably would not even suffice as what I spend. Mind you, now I have to put the roof over their head. I have to feed them, clothe them. Okay, yeah, you give your monthly thing, but there's so much more out of that. Sometimes, I mean, yes, I know he's my godson, so I know he's into like video games. That comes up, you be like, dang, can I? Should I take it out
Yeah, but I'm
the
still
house
buying
money?
him his video games and
Okay, dope dad, dope dad. All
My
right,
thing
All
is
right.
that I do not touch that money that comes out of my check. It just comes out because the way I set it up
Right.
for my 2 kids. As I get paid, the moms get the
right.
and then I get my. Sometimes I'll be pissed off when I see my shit. Be like, damn, bro. Like, yo, I gotta go to work. You wanna go? Nah, I'm going to work today.
Right.
You know, but
yeah, like for me, like even though like that money that she gets, I have no idea what she does with it.
I don't
You
even
know.
want to know.
Right? There's never no
Because
like.
that shit gonna get me pissed off.
But why? Because all right, so here's my thing, right?
But I think we should know. It's like it should be like, yo, this is where this,
This
money
is a receipt situation.
Y'all are
it- it's going.
y'all very intelligent men. Y'all know we got rent.
No, I
we
don't.
got
Right.
food.
I don't think so.
I
If you
shouldn't
if
be-
you felt they were spending the money on themselves or recklessly, then that would be
Oh
a
no, I'd be
problem.
beefing like hell yeah on themselves. Hell yeah, I'm not here to. You're not my woman.
I'm not supposed to. My job of taking care of you ended when
Right.
the relationship
Exactly.
ended.
I'm not taking care of you. I'm taking
That
care
was the
of
problems with
my
my
son.
kids' mothers.
So you trying to say that we supposed to say, okay, this is what daddy sent, so I'm gonna spend this on food, this on like how is that? You know,
I don't know. The system
you
says
are-
y'all
you are-
deserve this amount of money for having the child.
I mean, I feel like what Chrissy said earlier. I feel like, well, I know personally for me, I would spend way more than what
of course.
the system would even say that. Oh, this is what you deserve.
But that's being mature and living by yourself and all this type of situation. You have an additional. How should I put it? Additional income coming in every week. That's from my point of view.
But is it really income? Because
Yes.
Listen,
If it's
it would have been
guaranteed,
easier if both of
be-
y'all stayed with y'all baby mamas. No,
no, yes,
Of course,
it would have been
of course.
cheaper. Of course, it would have been cheaper. Like
that's why they say
it would.
it's cheaper to keep it.
It's
That's
cheap. It definitely
is.
is cheaper to keep her.
right.
Shit, I should have listened to that. No, I wouldn't be
because
happy.
there's people there are a lot of people who feel like I have the child support. I shouldn't have to tell you what I do with it. I have your child, and I
Right.
just, you know what I mean, like
Right. So
in
it's
that
all this I
sense.
have, like, but it's our child.
You
You
Yeah,
know.
but they live
no,
with
when they get in trouble, it's our child. When they're doing great, it's
Child support to me is more for like fathers that don't want to, is not involved in their child's life, and you gotta hunt them down for $1.
I agree with that.
I
Like
agree
it's
with
not
you.
for somebody like us who like, yo, give me, if you can't financially take care of the child, give me the child.
shit. My door's open, swinging over.
Yeah.
Let my boys come.
I'll keep my money and my and my son and
Well, guess what? That's the thing. You gonna keep your money in your child? No, we're not doing that.
exactly. So it's like
Okay. So moving on from child support. So you guys have boys, but I have a scenario. If you guys had girls,
I'll be the biggest punk out here, B. I'm sorry. She would have had me wrapped around.
no, if you had
But go
girls,
ahead.
how comfortable are you guys with like bathing your girls and changing diapers and stuff like that?
I don't have a problem with that. That's my kid.
What about you?
yeah, it was a little. I mean, I remember taking care of my little cousins and stuff, and like, but we were younger then, so probably now I probably wouldn't. But it would just be a little like, yo, gotta protect this,
Right, right.
like a little differently than my boy, But
So
I wouldn't
how
have no
old
problem.
are your boys? Actually, let me ask the ages before I ask another scenario.
7 and 14.
7 and 14. And,
About to be 15.
okay.
Yeah.
Mine's just turned 13.
So when is the appropriate time to have the sex talk with your children, with your boys, actually? Because I think you guys need to have it more with your boys, because they running around here reckless. If y'all
But,
don't know,
No,
Not my boy.
Being honest
Not
with
my
you,
boy.
you know when it's time to do that. Like the age that I don't even remember the age that I did that with Malik, because nowadays the kids are so into their phones they get everything from their phone.
Right.
Where you just sometimes you just have to grab your kid's phone and just go through it like,
You be
oh,
like,
you
what?
are watching. Okay, now me and you have to have this talk.
Right.
You know, and I'm not around my younger son like that, but I was around my older son, so I know and I saw the changes, and that talk had to come, and you know,
Do you remember
it,
what age he was?
that was a couple of years ago. So, because one time I go through his phone, and you know what little kids have their
You
own.
watching porn?
Because Malik,
No, wait.
my older son had his own phone from
He was
a
2.
very young age, like super, like going to school with his phone with him. She used to be like, "Why do you have an iPhone?" Because I had the opportunity to get it, so I give it to my kid. That thing where you give the kids what you didn't have.
Right.
I was one of those parents, like shit.
Right.
But yeah,
When do you think is the right? Well, if you didn't have the conversation yet, when is the right time?
Well, that's one thing about me and her. Like we've been talking to him about sex because first I think you have to have the molestation conversation. So if once you're talking about being molested, you're kind of already
Okay.
in the sex realm of like what is that, like why is this inappropriate,
Right,
you know?
right.
So we had that like a long time ago, like, he's probably like 5 or something,
Okay.
and it just kept building on it from there. I haven't had the full birds and the bees conversation, but we talk about girlfriends and
What are you waiting for? He's 13.
huh.
What are you waiting for? He's 13.
Well,
They out here at 10.
bruh.
Listen,
when he comes back,
girlfriends.
right? But my son is a little more sheltered than
That's what I thought my son was too.
nah. He's because he's not in New York, so he's not.
So you think New York is doing it?
No, it's everywhere. But
Oh,
you
good.
know how she is.
Right,
He's not like running around the house outside the house by himself like that. As if he was here with me, I would let him be more
Social.
free. Like where they
Go
at in
outside,
the
go to the park, leave
Right.
me alone.
like like go to park. Or you and
Get
your
some
friends
friends.
want to go to the mall. Like I remember, me and my homegirl took our sons to the mall, and the dude, they're the same age, and he was like, "Yo, how much numbers can you get?"
That little competition.
And he was like, "Yo, let's walk around the mall." And then my son, that was like his first experience with that. So I was like, "Yeah, go ahead. Like, how much numbers can you get?"
Let me find out.
so I have a question for that. Let's see how this goes. I mean, you all have boys, so would that be okay for your daughters?
No, because men and women don't share the same.
Here we go.
So you would want your daughter to run around the mall, seeing how much men she could pick up?
Not in that
Not
sense.
right. She can get some numbers though. Let me see how much numbers you get. No, I'm just playing. No.
Not in
Well,
that sense,
right.
but just as far as parenting, so it would definitely be totally different rules for both of them.
It's not totally different rules. That's your little princess. So
It's
nothing
totally
can-
different rules.
It's
Andy.
different
happen.
rules. Listen,
No, wait.
Yeah,
men
so
and
just
women
say
live
it.
by different rules.
Damn right.
Why is everybody confused as that? We are not the same. Now, that doesn't mean one is better than the other. It doesn't mean a man is
I
better
guarantee my sons would be extra protective of their little sisters
Okay.
because that's the type of person I grow them up to be.
Right.
Protective of one another.
And as a man, that's how we are raised, is to be protective of women and the
Right.
household. So it's like,
Shoot. My sisters could never call me and tell me something is wrong. What? I'll be there.
yeah, she can't call me and tell me nothing.
Right.
No.
Okay, all right. You have different rules for different genders. So
I think we all do though. Don't you? Y'all don't, like you said, you wouldn't
Well,
want your.
she don't have a boy, so she don't have that rule.
I don't have a
she
boy, but I
have
don't
I
want
have
daughter out
both,
there.
but I mean, I didn't limit them. Like I let them all kind of do the same thing around the same age. Like Kaya's 15 now, so she's allowed to go out with her friends,
course,
go to
yeah,
the mall,
right.
movies, things like that. So I don't limit them. Where there's some people who's just like, the boys can run wild and free, and the girl have to be in the house.
Nah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like
I
as
wouldn't
far
move
as
like
that,
but,
yeah.
A lot of people move like that.
Trust me.
They're like, oh no, you can't go anywhere, but your brothers, they around there running.
Man, that's
Yeah.
that you're creating a monster like that. Eventually, when she get outside, she ain't gonna know how to handle herself.
So that's how like I do it. I'm saying her name, but that's how I do it with my daughter. She wants to go to the mall. She wants to do. I have to give her the talk though. You be responsible. You're
Right.
still a young lady,
Right.
and if
Carry
anybody
yourself
else,
like-
you carry yourself as a young lady. I don't want anybody calling me. How they do in the old school days.
Yeah.
They call your moms like, "Yo, she was on the bus wilding." I had that happen to me, and I'm like,
But I give it to the boys too. Like, don't go out there
Yes, exactly.
acting crazy and somebody call me and say, "Oh, I seen your twins."
Like with these young boys, you gotta be like, yo, listen, you're not a gangster, you're not a thug. Your father's not like that. This is not how we moving out. We moving out here.
Right.
You don't
Especially
gotta.
in these times. That's
Right.
the thing.
So it's like, act like a gentleman. Yeah, okay, you could holler at females and stuff, but don't be all yo B, come here.
Right, right.
Grabbing shorties. It's like, you gotta move respectfully.
right. So.
Kids live
If
by
you-
example.
So let's just say you guys stayed with your children's mothers. What would be your duties in the same household? We talked about co-parenting, but if you guys were in the same household
Or
as
if
your
I
child,
was in a relationship
As
with my
your-
kids' mothers, protector, provider. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I feel like I made it so comfortable in the relationship when my kid's mother was with me because I was in love. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Oh, that's so
You
sweet.
got to do what you got to do.
He was in
And
love, guys.
look at JP like
My thing.
Now I'm the same way though. I was protect and provide. Is like, I think with my son's mother, she's such a strong, independent woman that she didn't know how to embrace that. So and I didn't really know how to,
I'm
make her
not gonna
feel.
lie, I feel like that about myself. Like I don't know how to embrace stuff like that. Like somebody
I
trying
definitely-
to take care of me, and because I'm, how we grew up with my mom. She was always independent too. So I seen her move like that, and it's hard for me to break that. So even if, my husband wants to take care of me, it's like I can do it myself. Like
Right, and then
that creates.
yeah, 'cause
Right.
If you're dealing with a strong, independent man, when he's telling you chill, he got it, and then you go against, because she did something that I told her not to do, and then that started a whole chain reaction of where we are today.
Okay.
So, but then it always leads back to that. It was like, oh, I was just doing that because I thought that was right for us, but I told you not to do it.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
hard
didn't
to
have to
listen.
do that.
It's hard to listen. It also depends on how you were raised. I
Right.
think if she's seen her mom do it, or if that's what she knows, it's hard to, you could have been a little more,
Karen, understand.
understanding.
I
Soft.
should have dropped to my
Oh,
knees.
that would have made you soft if you let her. Okay.
No, but what she did, and then she blamed a lot of the pressures that she put on herself on me when I told her, don't put yourself in that situation. Like,
Right.
so it's like you dropped the football all the way, like, and then blaming me for the score. Like, yo, like,
What do you feel like? Could you guys be stay-at-home dads?
nah, I'm outside.
Outside for the streets. But no, I can't.
You couldn't stay home, Andy.
No, don't get me
If
wrong.
you and I have a business, it's running smoothly. You and I get married. I'm like, yo, I got this. Stay home with the children. No, you gonna
asking
feel the
for
way you think that make you soft.
No, it's not making me soft. It's just now you wearing the pants in the relationship.
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, you stay home, you watch the kids. I'm go out there and what the hell? So as the man being home. So when you come home from work, I know you're gonna want some food, right?
Amen to
You
that.
gonna want your foot massaged.
No, I don't
House-
do all
house
that.
better be
But
clean.
the house gotta be
clean.
clean.
The dishes gotta be. But
Laundry
that's
done.
But that's normal. That's normal shit that we do as men.
That ain't normal stuff that every man does. Who?
Yeah,
There's
right.
no such
But-
thing as every and all. Like, you know?
Right. Okay, but I don't
All
even
right,
know most.
This is the things that
'Cause if you
I
guys-
do.
I'm like that too. I cook, I clean.
I know how to live by myself. You
Exactly.
feel me? I know how
Okay.
to take care of my situation. So if you come into where I'm at, additional situation, I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
You have a problem staying home?
I have a problem staying home, but I have a problem. I will definitely have a problem. I'm sorry.
So you have to work.
I have
Would
to
you
do
let her
something.
stay home?
You want to take care of the kids? I want to come home to. Hell yeah, why not?
I don't trust women in the house all day.
What? Why not?
Why
You-
not?
You been through something?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? You wouldn't let them stay home? You want them to go out and
They
work
should
too?
do something. They don't have to go out and work, but if they can work from home, there's some work should be going on besides.
But they are working. They
Right,
taking care of the
taking your
baby.
child.
They're taking care of the house.
No,
they
the baby
cooking,
part, yes.
They
But
cleaning.
when the baby gets
a little older.
they used to they 13 and they. What are you doing? You not. There's no baby.
But she spent so long out, like it's gonna be hard to find a job. You might as well let her manage
Yo,
the
why
home.
everybody say it's so hard to find a job?
Might be
It
hard
is
to
hard
find
to find a
that
job.
you like on your career.
Oh, you want her to go work at the supermarket or something?
Bring
Oh.
in something. My thing is this, right? I don't have
Look, go do anything. Go pack the bags. Oh,
So you living your
Yo.
best career, and she got to go pack a bag.
But that's not my fault though. You didn't.
I sacrificed
All right,
and I stayed home with our child.
that's something. Well, dealing with me, right? That's something you chose to do. If I, and this was a conversation we had with my son, I was like, yo, keep on pursuing your career. You know, I even flew her so she could do that. You know, she didn't do that, and that's I. I'm like, I could hold a baby. Grandparents can hold a baby. Like it doesn't all have to be on you. You know, and you could keep on, pursuing because they're not gonna be a baby forever, and it's gonna turn
true.
around, and you're gonna be like, oh, what happened to my life? Oh, I was raising your child. No.
Andy says, "Stay." We gonna go with Andy. JP making us.
He's rough. He rough.
He rough. He come
Yeah,
in.
we
We gotta
play
act
rough.
like we doing something.
Right.
Wait, my foot is
I'm
ready.
typing.
Wait, no.
Let me tell you, we gotta act like we doing something. I had a conversation with a guy the other day. And he was like, his female didn't work, and he was taking care of the house and everything. And when he came home, it used to piss him off that she was at the same position that he left her.
Hell yeah.
That shit would piss me off too.
So he was like, "No, we got to do something. You got to get up. We got to move." But
I
it's
know
hard
too
to
many
take care of a
females that
home.
be taking care of the home and taking care of other things besides the home when
You scarred. You scarred.
when the dude hate her.
You
Wherever
been through
you
some
meet in
stuff.
Yeah,
You've been through some stuff.
Right.
JT,
Wherever
we
you
can
meet
sit
in
down here. We can talk about stories, bro.
wherever you guys are meeting them, they ain't the right place.
Where's the right place?
Wow.
I want to know tonight.
Fill me in. Where is the right place?
After our talk, we're gonna take out of the right place.
Okay.
So
Stay
right.
tuned to our lives. We
No,
gonna
right.
go to,
Yeah, I'm trying to find out,
go to the
people.
right place.
No, but you already know. See, I always tell, and I'm not just because I have a daughter, but my nephews and my godchildren, like, you gotta know who you having children with, y'all. So, you know some red flags that
That's
show
true.
up.
But
so
sometimes
y'all go in, and guess what? Now
But
you have a child with a
sometimes,
crazy
yeah,
person.
the red flags when you in lust, because I don't use the word love no more. When you in lust, you look past all the red flags.
Right.
Like, as I tell people, coworkers is the most easiest people to fall in love quick fast.
Oh, okay,
Because
we know
you
what your
don't get that
situation
Oh,
is.
all right. So
You don't mess with that situation. But my thing is this.
we know where he was meeting his woman.
You gotta come to your mic.
We know where you were meeting your women.
Nah.
Right, at work. All right. Let me find I gotta pull up to this job. It's like, you see, no, not her. No. No, but you guys know what red flags are. And again,
Yeah, I used to look past the red flags, the simple things.
I mean, I don't even want to put your business out there, but I know a big red flag before you had. Anyway,
yes, I
we
know.
ain't gonna
I
go there.
know. You know, you guys saw it because you was outside because you guys loved me. I never saw that because
You wanted
I
to be
was
in
in
love.
love. Yeah, I was the dude.
Put
like,
y'all
yo, let's go
applications
to
in.
Paris. Let's
Andy's
do
in
all
love.
this stuff. You know, let's do that type of stuff that you want to do. You want to go to Paris? Let's go.
Yeah,
JP, you taking them to Paris too?
of course. If we're in a relationship and I love you, and you know,
My thing is this, man. You got to make memories. I feel like my kids' mothers, two of them, they have great memories of me. I wasn't an asshole in the relationship. We was friends. At least we was friends. So when we fell out of the relationship, we still have a friendship. And the kids just lock us down for the next 18 to 21 years and stuff like that.
Forever.
But we have
Forever.
we was
give me a
friends.
financial.
Yeah, but financially,
Oh, okay.
Jay, you see
Two
where I'm coming
different
from.
things, okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah, after 21, you
sometimes-
ain't giving her no more money.
sometimes I wake up
It's 21, I
Like,
thought it was
damn, nigga,
18.
21 years.
21 if they in college. If they go to
Right.
college, you
When
still
they go
gotta
to
keep
college,
going.
yeah.
Wait, so you gotta pay the college tuition and child support?
Yes.
Well, does it?
That's
Work
why I'm
like
kicking
that?
the shit out early, B.
I know the child support is supposed to stop after. If they don't go to school, then you guys
Yeah, after 18.
don't encourage them
right.
not to go to school.
Nah,
though.
man.
Yeah.
I want my
I mean,
kids to be better than me.
If you know what you doing by 18, like, let's get to it.
Okay.
You're not even on there
All right,
legally.
so I
you
want to
good.
know.
No.
I want to know because I know people who have this situation. So, how do you guys feel about your kids' mothers dating?
Oh, I don't have a
Bringing-
problem.
And
fine.
bringing-
Wait, I'm
wait.
speak on this right here.
Wait, and-
I don't have a shit. Wait,
Not only dating, but if
Wait.
if they're serious with this person now, bringing this person around.
I
Your
could give you,
children.
I
Your
could give you
children.
stories for days, but the younger Andy will want to whip every nigga ass. The older Andy, I really don't care.
Andy
Who are
friends
you
up
dating?
all the
Yes,
boyfriends.
me and the baby father gotta be. Yo, if you are dating my kid,
Yeah, you gotta know who.
yo, I gotta know you because if my son like you, yeah, I might like you, but if my son don't like you, it's a wrap.
Of course. Yeah.
We getting you out of there.
Right.
What? Daddy's over here. All right, I'm pulling up. For no apparent reason. Why about pulling? Because my son don't like you, and I'm gonna make your life uncomfortable.
How you feel?
Like, well, you know, my son's mother had a dude that she hid from me.
Oh wait.
for a little. You.
Oh my God, I'm learning some new things here.
What?
So
Look, how much longer we got? Oh,
so she
oh,
this is when she
tea.
was here. So she hid him from me because she was
Oh, right, I do remember that.
she was afraid of how I would react when I met him, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna, as long as
You're
he's
not
a
gonna
good
beat his
dude,
ass, yeah.
Yeah,
As long
he's
as
a
they don't
good
put their
dude,
hands
you know.
on your kids, or
right, and or her,
disrespect
you
your
know,
kids.
it's like, yo, if you happy with him, fine, you know, I expect you to
Find somebody.
find
else.
somebody, so you know, you don't come to me with the
Wait. So all right.
Yo,
so
I
I
love-
hear him saying,
I
"Long
love
as you
when my
don't put your
kids' moms
child
is in
hands
relationship.
on the child." So now this person is serious. They married now. Okay. Now they married, and this person is like
Their stepdad.
stepdad, but kind of like
Long as
dad because
no, there's
they're
no kind of dad.
they're
No.
they're
Yeah.
there.
They're there more than you.
They're there more than you.
That, see that
No.
being there, that's do they have to be now? Give me the kid again, like. You
Go
and him
live
could
your
be
life.
cool.
Go
You
live
and
your
him
married
could be
because they got
life.
married.
Huh?
Because they got married
They
and,
moved
and the
on.
guy
Y'all
wants
don't
to be
want
involved.
them. They moved on.
Yes,
They
see, this is the
married.
thing. Them, the kid is still my kid.
Right, but now that this child lives with us, me and my husband, like
So you telling
so
me
he's
Would you
that,
be
there. So
okay
now we're
with
sharing
him?
responsibilities
Right.
with the child because she or he lives with us.
But you still got to call me and discuss with me, you know, what's going on with the child.
That's
But
fine.
I still got to come into
No,
the,
fine.
yeah,
into
that's
the
fine. But I'm just saying,
household.
would you feel weird about him also taking on some of those duties?
Duties like Like what? Like I think it'd have to be specific. Like
Like
Well,
picking them up and
obviously,
dropping them
right,
to
taking him
school.
home, dropping him to school,
Like
maybe
going to some
attending a parent-teacher conference.
nah,
Maybe
no parent teacher conference.
Nah, I pull up.
they're married though.
They're married. That's still my child. I wanna
Okay,
know what's
let's
happening with
reverse
this-
it. You are married now. You are married, and you,
You think I
have
can
your
stop
son.
her from coming
She's not gonna stop, but you're not gonna stop bringing your wife
to the
with you,
parent teacher conference?
right?
I would probably, if my wife really wants to come, of course she can come.
Okay.
But she doesn't have to come because it's not her. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be that now. This is your child. You know.
Okay, so we
But-
see
but
these
it's a-
things
it's a
different. So
package deal.
I have
I
a
look at it
right.
as a package.
It is a package deal.
Right.
All right, if you're dating me, right, that means the two little me's that come, it comes with that.
Absolutely. But going to a parent teacher conference now, that's not
Her duty. That's
right.
what you're saying.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
part
know
of
that's
That's your
not
wife.
her
That's a
duty.
part of her
That's your
stuff
wife.
now.
But that's part of the package that you signed.
No,
You feel
for
me?
me, more of the package would be picking them up and looking after them and stuff. But now, the child's education, this is something that we were already deciding before I met you, right? So now you can't jump in 5th grade, college, and be like, oh, my son's mother is gonna freak out over that and be like, who is this chick? And so y'all probably would too, like, who is this chick? How is she making these decisions? What does she have to do with this?
Maybe she
I'll
want
give you a
better
situation
man.
because I have a stepdaughter, and well, see, I'm a little different. If I don't have to go, I don't have to go. But I would not have an issue with going to the parent teacher. I'm treating her like if she's mine too.
No, if you
That's how
have
you're
to go.
supposed to.
No, but I would go. I would go. This is my husband's child. This is now my child. So I would go. Anything.
So does
Anything for her.
So
Does
let me
does the
ask-
mother also be there too?
She can be. Yeah.
No, but
We
that's
all
what I'm
gonna
saying.
be one big happy family because now we are all involved in her life. So with her seeing division, she gonna act out. So that's always in my mind. Okay, so I have sisters and brothers that are not from both my parents, but nobody could tell because everybody participated in raising us. You understand? So now, because I see it different with my stepchild. Like if she comes to me and she needs help with school and college, we just went through that. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I know. We still going to check in with mom because that's a relationship that we have built. I'm still going to be like, okay, this is what I think she should do. It's ultimately, obviously, I'm not going to make the final decision because it's not my
You're
child.
saying what I said. Like, my wife can come, but she doesn't have to come.
Okay.
You know, it's not.
Does your wife have to come with you?
If she want to, she part of the team.
Okay.
You feel me?
How do you feel about the other person disciplining your children?
Nah.
Um,
I mean, in the moment, as a respecting, and you're out of line, yes, because even uncles, I feel like uncles, aunts, everybody should have. It takes a village to raise a child,
of course.
But that don't mean I don't hit my son, so you can't hit my son.
You definitely can't hit my son.
But if you need to yell at him to be like, yo, chill, you wilding out right now.
Don't let he call me, tell me you yelling at him.
They can't even yell at him?
I mean, well, I guess you're saying just as long as y'all on the same discipline style.
Yes.
Like, if I don't be my
thing is
son,
this,
don't be
right?
my son. I get
Yeah.
it.
If I don't
Okay.
whip my son ass and my son come and tell me, yo, you whip his ass, that mean you need your ass whipped.
But mom let it happen. So
Right,
you're gonna
yeah,
go
Well,
to
that
him,
means
you're gonna
she
go
need
to
an ass
mom.
whip too. No, my
You
kids.
gonna have a
No,
big
real
problem
talk.
with that.
No,
Your
real
mom is
talk.
there.
Y'all want to know? My kids' mom know how I get there. I do not play this shit when it comes to my kids.
So is this
If
a
you want to
conversation
hurt
you
me,
guys had
if you
before?
want to hurt me, they know how to hurt me with my kids. Oh, you're not going to see your father. They know how to get the reaction out of me.
Okay.
But say it, sometimes do I let it bother me? Yes.
Does the
sometimes
mom
no.
know that you don't want her significant other to?
No, I don't
discipline?
have, as I said, I'm the type of person, oh, you dating? I'm going to introduce myself. Because my son would tell me everything. My two sons tell me, yo, mom, you got a boyfriend. Oh, word? He's dropping me up. Oh, word? I'm going to be downstairs for no apparent reason. Oh, what's up?
What if she don't want you to meet him?
But don't bring him around.
don't make him meet the kids.
If you make him meet my son, that means this shit is about to be.
Right.
No, I
Oh,
love.
so we have a time
no.
limit where we should let
Yo, my thing is
the other
this,
person
right?
meet the child.
my thing is this, right? If you meet my son, I don't make females meet my son like that. Ooh, no. You can see him in pictures.
I'm about to say everybody knows your kids.
You can see him on social. They can see them boys. But meeting my kid and say, yo, I chill with Andy and his kid is a that mean I really, really, really like you to bring you around my kids. Okay. But if my kids' moms,
So do y'all consult with the children's mother if y'all gonna introduce?
Right.
oh, if I'm dealing with somebody and I feel like I need to introduce, yes, I would do that. I ain't feel like that on a party. It's supposed to be like, yeah, no. Oh, come downstairs. You about to meet my kid's mother. What?
Yeah, I would do. I haven't gotten to that situation where
I would like to get into that situation, but
introducing my
But I see my my kids' mothers' boyfriends and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have. Wait, what was the original?
You have an issue with them disciplining?
Yeah,
them?
disciplining.
Yeah, nah. I have no. Like I said, just don't hit them, and don't be out of pocket with your
Words.
discipline. All your words. Yeah, don't be like trying to curse them out and be like. But if you see them about to touch the fire and be like, yo, what you doing? Like, don't just watch them like, yo, I can't say nothing to this kid, because the father. but I agree. That's the conversation that should be had before.
Yes.
With your partner before you pop up with somebody and be
Dick and Harry.
Right, because my son's mother don't introduce me to anybody because I tell her like, is this somebody I should know?
Right.
I'm like, if she's like nah, I'm like, all right, then then whatever.
Do you do the same for her?
No female has well, let me not say that before.
I'm about to say somebody gonna see this and say, "Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh, okay."
Oh, shit! I forgot.
He about to say something crazy, y'all.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah,
we gonna pass.
What was the question again?
No, we're not gonna go there.
You introduced right.
I was supposed to.
Yes, you gonna say no.
Way to slide.
We gonna slide away. Because he about to say something real crazy. But okay. So, our final question.
Shit, go with it. I'm ready.
Do you guys see us? Are you guys married? Y'all both single. We kind of established that, right?
I'm not married. I'm
Very single.
What does your perfect family look like?
I'd rather, being honest with you guys, I'd rather date a female with kids than without a kids. No disrespect to everybody that's on here right now. Because now y'all understand me. Or I understand you guys, females, more. Yo, I passed out while we was doing the homework. I was there. I did that too. It's an understanding situation. Yo, I'm chilling with my kid. The whole day passed by. I never call you. Yo, I get lost in it. I understand.
How do you feel about it? What's your perfect family look like?
What
do you date women with children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have no preference if they have children or not.
Okay.
I'm willing to embrace their kids, if we get to that level, that's not a problem. But I just had this girl curse me out like last week over that, as a matter of fact.
Oh man.
But, yeah.
But he's accepting applications.
Because she was telling me I'm not ready to raise her kids, but I'm like, I just met you like 2 weeks ago. Like, how did we get? How do we get?
You know what it is, because once you have children and we are in that. It's like we don't have time to be. What are you waiting for? A month, 2 months, 3 months? Like we gotta see it.
I just
right
mentioned
away.
you talking about marriage. Like, yo, I'm
And,
already
JP,
acting crazy. That's a red flag.
JP, you over 40. You should be.
That's a red flag.
Anybody that you meet, that should be your intentions. That's for me anyway. Like, if I'm gonna meet somebody, like, I'll ultimately.
But you can't have that intention with everybody.
Right.
Not everybody's genuine. Not
I ain't talking to you
everybody's
then.
loving. Not
But
everybody.
then those
That's the red
shouldn't be
flag.
people that you even entertain.
But sometimes-
But you don't know that until
you in the situation.
You start talking.
You
months go
ever
by.
deal with somebody
Sometimes- I don't know
and
about months.
live with
No,
somebody?
it takes months. It takes
I
a
don't
year
know.
to know somebody.
I don't know about months.
At
but
least
I
a year
know-
to fully know. You got to go through all the seasons with this person before you could say, you really.
All right, let me
know,
ask you a question. What's the period in dating to call somebody a girlfriend? How long would that be?
a girl.
JP gonna take 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 years messing with him.
Right, messing with him because he taking it.
How do you even have a baby? I don't even know how that happened.
But-
That's what I was surprised when it happened. I was like, yes,
But you
yes,
see,
my cousin's having a baby.
that was a quick situation.
It really was. It
I was being opposite of who I was before.
Okay.
So I was trying something new with her, and
Then
And
they,
then, whoop. How
There
long
it
do you
is.
think? I think in the first couple. Well, now at this age,
well, to call
not
him a
this-
girlfriend, as a guy, it depends on if I was the type of guy to be like, yo, I just want to smash. You just want me to call your girlfriend for me to smash. Yeah, you my girl.
Ooh, that is interesting.
But
Ooh.
for me to
You gotta say what you gotta say.
right, but
Oh
I don't
my
move like
gosh.
that. That was the same problem that me and Shorty had. I don't move like that. So you wanted me to call your girlfriend. All right, I like you. We're building up there. Let's.
How long? How long are we gonna do it? How long?
If
10
it-
years, Chrissy. I think.
No, it could have been 3 dates if she was moving like a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
You can't call that girlfriend. I post you a lot.
And he's a hopeless romantic. He gonna call him his girlfriend the next day.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I'm-
One
no,
date,
no,
one date,
I'm-
he
I'm
in
a-
love.
I'm a lover. When I cut you off, it's a wrap. I hate you.
Oh boy.
I don't cut him off.
Anyways,
Oh,
are
yeah,
any
cut him.
final things you guys want to say? I want to say Happy Father's Day.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you
happy
guys
Father's
both.
Day.
You guys are awesome
Enjoy it.
fathers. I'm glad to
Dope
know
dads.
you guys. Dope dads. And I remember.
Can I ask you this
gonna
about
get
Father's
dope-
Day? Do you got?
Wait.
well,
I have one question. So since you have the kid's father, right? What are you getting him for?
Right, that was
Father's
gonna
Day?
be my.
Yeah, because I know Mother's Day is like a big thing to us. Well,
It's still a
some
big
of us
thing.
wait, some
Right,
of us
it's
out here. But I feel
That's like
like
a national
I'm being
holiday.
honest with you. I feel like some of us need to be more appreciated. Yeah, we
That's why we doing
understand
this
that.
show,
Absolutely.
Andy.
But
Happy
Father's Day,
Especially
what
as-
else y'all
I would
want?
like to
Especially
have-
as black
No,
fathers,
being
like
honest with you, I
black
would like-
fathers are very much underappreciated. So
I would like, something to be done about this situation. Like Mother's Day
I'm
is like
sorry,
a
we
whole
only two people.
month
We can't do that.
holiday. Look at where
Happy
Father.
Father's Day.
Yes.
Y'all want
happy
flowers?
See what
Y'all
I'm
get some
talking about?
flowers.
it's
What y'all
on
want?
tape. Yeah, you see.
Y'all want
World.
flowers? Y'all gonna get y'all flowers.
Thank you.
Y'all want cufflinks too? That's what
I,
that's.
I like them blue flowers. What them?
What you want?
The blue flowers. I like.
You
them.
gonna get them blue flowers?
Yeah, I mean,
Happy
we
Father's
can,
Day.
all we can say is, ladies, appreciate
Your black dad,
black,
any dad,
good black dads.
right? Good black fathers, and any father that's doing their thing. We appreciate you. We thank you for being in our children's lives, and continue to do you.
Yep.
And that is a wrap.
We getting it in.
Thank you.
GenTV.com. Log on.
FamilyAffairClothing.com. Check out it.